It's not every day you get to meet an NFL coach who has a successful career in the league. The Beloit community got that chance on Saturday. WIFR reporter Alyssa Kelly talks with Beloit native Jim Caldwell on giving back to the community he says has done so much for him.
Saturday, Jim Caldwell shares his journey from the city of Beloit to coaching in the NFL, giving friends and fans the opportunity to engage with the two-time winning Super Bowl champion.
We hope to see you guys.
From a small city in Wisconsin to the National Football League, Jim Caldwell never thought he would make it big on football's biggest stage.
I think that I have success along the way, certainly, but certainly could not anticipate, the journey that we've had. It's been a lot of fun.
Surrounded by reputable coaches, the Beloit native spent more than 2 decades coaching the league. Between the Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens, and the Detroit Lions, he is now a senior assistant for the Carolina Panthers, not to mention a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
The experiences have been memorable.
Saturday, Caldwell shares those memories with the Beloit community in the city where it all started.
More than anything else, we wanted to talk to them about being inquisitive and then also being prepared. I think those two things will take you a long way.
One of the takeaways for me today was what you do. People are watching what you do. So if you want someone to follow you, you have to kind of walk the walk before you can talk the talk.
Tony Braddock says it's special when Caldwell returns home because his leadership skills are admirable.
It gives people hope, and in Beloit to see that, that even if you leave here, you can come back and give back to the community and help inspire the community.
Caldwell says his biggest piece of advice is to work hard. Work ethic is what sets the stage for success.
Success does not come before work. It's work first. So that's the most important thing I think I can tell them.
Saturday's event was free and open to the public, but donations were accepted to support Creta's Community Resource Center, a Beloit nonprofit providing food and clothes for individuals.
Family members tell WIFR the Jim and Cheryl Caldwell Foundation hopes to host similar events in the future.